Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you are in. I am Old Man 102. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to Whiskerwood. Game came out a few weeks ago. I've been playing a little bit off camera just to get the feel of the UI and some of the game mechanics. I failed miserably like 3 times. I think I've started like 10 islands and something like that. But we're going to jump into a new game. I'm going to reserve the right to re-roll on the characters and to restart if I don't like the island it's going to spawn us into. We're going to go large. I'm going to boost the orange. I'm going to go fair on the what we call the taxes. Sickly, rude. No. Apprentice thoughtful, strong shoulders, okay, an unsafe worker is not good. Rebellious is not good. Apprentice, a loner, that's fine. Monarchist, noisy and weak knees is not good. Sickly is not good. Well, let's see. Apprentice optimist, can't smell but you're a pessimist. That's the double effect of negative thoughts. Unsafe worker, pessimist, sickly, snores, slow, weak, rebellious, sickly, diligent, compassionate, patient, apprentice optimist, and a warm core. Now that's a good starting crew. Again, we're going to jump in. If I don't like the island, we may start over. Let's embark. And I'll go through that off camera until I find an island I like. No, we don't have to start with the island they put the boat at. I went large because it gives us the opportunity to find other islands. Now I'm looking for one that's I need to find one that has trees.
Royal scout ships identified your assigned archipelago as a potential colony as part of the Royal Scouting Commission of 1681. 72 such colonies have successfully been established as a result of those brave claws' efforts. By the King's graceful guidance, yours could be the 73rd such colony. Your most important building will be the trade dock. Without it, your colony cannot repay its debts. Therefore I implore you to choose an island and construct your dock. Look for ample trees and berry bushes nearby.
Now, see, this one it's got a bunch of trees, it's got a bunch of berry bushes, it has very little copper, and copper is what we need to really pay our early game taxes with, because that's all we're going to have. So there is nothing good here to mine. So let's jump out. I'm going to go main menu. We're going to go back in. We're going to go new game. We're going to go large. We're going to go boosted and kind. Alright, pessimist and rebellious, weak, greedy, sickly, pessimist, sickly, pessimist, sickly, patient, inquisitive, patient, and diligent. Snores, but you know what? Let's jump in. Now, if this one doesn't work out, I'm going to do this off camera until I find one find one that I like. It's going to give us a very similar island to start with. I just want to take a quick peek at it because there's a bunch of berry bushes here. Now they're on upper levels, so we're going to have to use a lot of wood to start with to ladder up. There's not a lot of copper though. Now, is there any other island nearby?
Your most important building will be the trade dock. Without it, your colony cannot repay its debts.
We have berry bushes. We have copper. We have trees. I may start off on this smaller island because we can come over here to get some trees. Now, that's going to be a pain because it's tall and thin. Let's look over this way. You're nice and kind of flat, but you have no copper. You're super nice and flat, but you have no copper. And you have very little trees. You have no copper. Now, if this one had copper on it, it would be awesome because we can join these two together relatively quickly, but I think that's the only copper patch on here. There's a couple small copper patches, but not enough for us to get started on. And I'm not seeing any on here. Where's our ship? Yo! Okay, this one has no trees. This one has trees, but no copper. Where did it put our little boat? Over there. This one has a little bit more this one has a little bit more copper. Not a lot of berries, though. Well, it has some. It does. A lot of fertile soil there. Now, the problem is these two islands are not going to be good to grab trees from, because they're too far away to start with early game. It's nice. This cluster of islands is nice. Again, lots of stone, no copper. Lots of stone, no copper. Can we make this work? Let's go. Okay, so we'll throw us back on pause. I didn't realize time was running. I don't think it matters the first day. You know what? I'm going to re-roll. Let's re-roll one more time. Let's go new game. So let me throw up. Oh, it's not going to let me get to my recording software. Let me. Hang on. Can I throw a? Nope. Won't let me pause. All right. So we're going to go large. Boosted in kind. Fuzzy Burrow. Compassionate, weak, unsafe, heavy eater, rude, greedy, rude. Two of them that are noisy. You're sickly. A couple of loners. You're weak. Ooh. Two gifted teachers would be nice, but we have someone that's weak. Oh, if this would be perfect if it wasn't a pessimist and an unsafe worker. Compassionate with warm core is good. Optimist, my pace is you work at your own pace. Healthy with a gifted teacher and healthy. See what this island brings. I couldn't get my mouse to my other screen to pause my recording software. And I don't know what the key bindings are. Give me something I could work with. Alright, so let's throw it on pause while we look at this island. Okay, one thing I see right away is there's a bunch of copper right here. There's a bunch of copper of a nice grouping of trees. Now, do we have any berry bushes? There's just a few here. Alright, there's quite a bit on this side. Alright, this is a decent starting island because we have copper right here, we've got trees right here, we have berry bushes right here. And then we have room. Alright, so we got plenty of trees, we got plenty of berry bushes, we got plenty of copper. This is an awesome starting area. So we're going to throw our ship somewhere there. Now we got to receive our whiskers, which are mice. So we will bring them ashore. So we're going to throw our warehouse in. Got it, buddy. Alright, and then we're going to plan out a couple of things. This grouping of trees we're going to take down right away. So we're going to go in. Oh, I got to build the trade dock first. Or build, okay, so why do I not have, oh, okay, hang on. We're not quite there yet before I can start building. We've got to, our supply ship has arrived, so we've got to accept that. We have a tax collector is going to come in 2 days. You embark on a mission worthy of the greatest of Whiskers, and all of your kind shall thank you for your efforts. As you tame these wild lands and earn the payment for your taxes, you are doing more than any Whisker before you. With your sweats, you secure the means by which some industrious Whiskers might enjoy safety. Serve your king faithfully, and his peace will reign over these islands. I can't throw it on pause, but this is everything that we could pay towards our taxes. So let's sign that charter. Alright, so now I can throw it on pause. there's a couple things we're going to want to get set up. And I'm thinking we're going to collect our berries over here. We're going to take our wood over here, and we're going to mine all this copper out over there. This is actually a really, really nice map. So we're going to go extract resources. We're going to go woodcutter's hut. Now there's a circle of influence. And I'm tempted to put it here because we'll get everything from the lower ridge, and we can get some of that stuff from the upper ridge. Going to have to build a... Do I want it there? Do I want it here? Now, these buildings we can move, but I think we're going to go... Now, do I want to put it on this side? Now, let's keep you over here where I had you planned originally. Let's put you... Well, I could put houses there. No, I like you over here. Let's put you here. So we'll get that going. I'm thinking our berry collection is going to go right here. So our forager's hut, again, it has a circle of influence. I'm thinking here. Now, they're going to need to get down to this lower level to go to the warehouse. We're going to need to get up to this level to get the berries and flax on this level. Then we're going to need to get up to... You're in the wrong spot. You are in the wrong spot. All right, hold on. There we go. Now we're going to need to get up to this level to get those berries. So that's going to take care of gathering. This is going to take care of wood cutting. Let's get mining set up, because we're going to have to pay our taxes. And I think I'm going to put it up here because it'll let me get the lower and the upper copper. Now, again, we can move these later. Oh, I can put it here and get both. But I don't need a set of stairs up there yet. Now, I can't assign mining until these are built. So let's get it back off of pause. They're going to get working on getting these three structures built.
Paying taxes to the crown is your primary responsibility. Most colonies pay their taxes with ores. Copper pays best, but coal is more plentiful. Desperate colonies will ship out their construction logs. You would be wise to choose the path of non-desperation. Build and fully assign 2 workers to at least 1 mining town.
So we're going to accept that quest. Now, let's throw it back on pause. So we've got 2 of our 3 structures. Actually, yeah, 2 of our 3 structures built. Now, let's come in here. Now, this is the symbol for what guild it is. So, and then your workers have different guilds as well. So you want to try and match up their skills. So we're going to throw this guy in here, and then we're going to throw one that has an engineer in there as well. And then over here we have our mining. So we're going to throw you in there. Let's just throw... Ooh, I really want 2 mining, but that doesn't leave me a builder. All right, let's just throw 1 in there for now. Oh, and then we got to, let me throw it back on pause. We have to assign areas to mine. And that should be good for now. The woodcutter we don't, it's just going to cut any trees in that range. And then we're going to throw, we don't have another one, so let's throw Let's just throw you in there for now. We'll keep one as a builder. It wants me to put 2 workers in the mining camp. Crap. Let me get 1 out of here. Throw another one in here so we can get that. Did I not? Oh, hang on. I thought I took you out of here. How do I move you? How do I fire you? Unassign. Alright, so that quest is complete. We're going to turn that quest in. And our whisker ship is here. So a whisker ship is going to bring us more whiskers. You snore, you're slow, you're noisy. And I can't re-roll. So it looks like you're the only one I'm going to accept. Because you're an unsafe worker. So we're going to refuse the rest. So that really sucks. That only gives us 1 more worker. I'm going to throw the extra worker. Oh, we do have another one. Let's throw you in here. We have 2 in there. And then we have, let's throw 2 in gathering. Now we're going to need to start getting houses built. And I want to keep them kind of sort of close together. So I think I'm going to, it's a little bit far away from our ship. I think I'm going to start putting some houses over this. I want to try and group them. Let me throw it back on pause. I want to group them together, and I want to group them together because we're going to have to kind of sort of like heat them in the winter. Would it hurt me to start a little village over here? Now the other problem is where we started. It's going to take us a little bit to get to another island. So it was a great starter island, but it's going to be it's going to take us a while before we can bridge over to another island. Now we can start taking like rock back in certain areas. Like we can cut this corner off, we can cut this corner off, and we can start like a little housing camp over here. I want to stay off of all this green soil. It's all fertile soil. We're going to, when we start planting, I could give up a little bit of fertile soil down here and just start a housing camp, but then we can actually fill some of this in and put a tight cluster of housing over here. So what I think we're going to do is, right now we can only afford log cabins. So let's queue up 2 of them. Was one of ours a gifted teacher? It was. That's going to be awesome when we build the school. And then do we have an apprentice? We don't. So we're going to have to try and find a whisker that's an apprentice. So they're not going to be happy tonight because they're all going to be sleeping out in the cold. And it's going to, how their day goes, we get a really good approval or a really bad approval for how the day went. And I'll show you that once we get to the night, and it's going to end our day. Now, as soon as we get a couple extra whiskers, we're going to mine all this stone out because I want to start getting into stone houses rather than wooden houses. And then we may even set up, I'm going to leave one mining camp over there. We'll probably put another mining camp over here. And then I want to try and get another woodcutter's hut up here as soon as we get a few extra whiskers. So I'm going to start planning ahead on that and probably get a little bit more pathing in, just so we can get ready to get up there. But it uses wood, and we're going to go through a lot of wood building these houses. And we're not going to get any house built for this first day, so everybody's going to be sleeping on the ground. Now, are you okay? So both berry bushes here. So that's good. That's a lot of bushes for our first go round. We're not going to get any carrying 4. Our little mouse is. Alright, the little symbol means it's end of their day. Now there's a little timer down there, so we can't do anything for 2 minutes. They're going to socialize and eat and fill their houses, and once we get bathhouses and bathe and do all their stuff. So we're going to go 3 speed to get through their period, and then we'll jump back to 1 speed. Now they're all going to be pissed off tonight because they're all going to be sleeping on the ground. Now, the amount of approval we get means it's the only way we can get extra whiskers to come in. We have to buy them with approvals. And I can't slow this back down until we accept our, we end our day. We enter now. The game automatically goes to pause on this screen. So we got 30 out of 56 total approvals. So here's our pluses why we're getting approvals. Here's why we're not getting approvals. So we got negative 56 because they had to sleep outside. Some of them are assigned a grueling job because we're making them do hard labor. We have upcoming taxes in 2 days, so we're going to start our new day. And then we're going to throw it back on 1 speed. And hopefully we'll get a whisker ship today. Now we're going to want to put miners in the mine. Like as we get more whiskers, we're going to be moving them around and reassigning them based on their what their guild is. Because what do we have here? So we have actually a miner over here. So let's throw it on pause for a minute. So I'm going to take, I'm going to take the miner out of here. And we're going to I'm going to reassign you over here. So now we should have 2 miners in there, and we're going to move you over there. Man, a whisker ship would be nice. So our tax ship arrives tomorrow. I think we get whiskers tomorrow. Okay, so let's go, let's set that as a higher priority, so at least 1 gets built. Set them both on a higher priority. Okay, supplier ship has arrived. Now, we could take this one for 41 bucks, but it's going to cause our taxes to go up as well. Or we could take this one for 100 bucks, and again, it's going to cause our taxes to go up. So we're going to add, if we take this one, we're going to add $41 to our debt. If we take this one, it's going to add $100 to our debt. Or we can select none. We can refuse supplies. But we're just going to grab that one. So now we owe $71 in taxes instead of 43. We can get at least 2 houses in tonight before this day ends. That's really going to help. But right now we only have 1 builder. I don't want to stop food from coming in. I definitely don't want to stop logs from coming in. And I don't want to stop copper from coming in. So we're just going to have to suffer through this first day. Let's bump it up to 2 speed. We're going to be playing with the speeds this entire series. We only have 1 in here. We have 2 in there. Nice. Okay. Cool. So we got at least 1 house finished before the night. So I'm going to take and queue up another log cabin. Just want to keep them in a row. In case we need to put steps up behind them, we can. We can get this other house finished before the night ends, before this day ends. It's going to be really close. We get a couple whiskers sleeping inside. Yes! We'll make you the next high priority. Alright, so they're going to do their thing. While we can't do anything, let's bump it up to 3 speed. So we have 5 unhoused whiskers. Alright, so we are going to end the day. Okay, so we have 56 out of 56. So because more, we have less people sleeping outside. That's going to be good when the whisker ship arrives, because that means we can hopefully get a couple of really good whiskers in.
Other matters demand your attention. Housing is not a luxury. Some whiskers have already resorted to makeshift camps. I implore you to provide us shelter. We cannot survive as a colony living out in the elements. Winter's arrival will see temperatures plunge, and you cannot fight the cold with fires alone. Arms are our only defense.
So it basically wants us to have 5 houses built. So we will accept that quest. I may set up multiple mining camps. We may do 1 mining camp here to gather all this stone. Alright, so our tax ship is here. So let's come in here. So now we have to figure out what we want to pay it. We're going to go copper ore. Now, we don't want to send a partial payment. That's all the copper. Okay, so now we can send Okay, we can send full payment so that we will get all of our taxes paid, and then they will take off, and then hopefully we'll have a whisker ship. I would love to see a whisker ship. Future taxes. Okay, we do have a whisker ship. Awesome. So we've got pessimist, no. Patient, yes. Okay, we could do a re-roll. Diligent and another gifted teacher. You know what? I'm not going to re-roll. Healthy and patient. Patient. You're educated, but you're weak and you snore. We'll refuse the rest of them. Now, gift supplies are gifts from paying our taxes. So we can go cut stone and planks, or we can gain a whisker, or we can take hardtack. I think now when you take a whisker, you get what you get, and you get their bad traits. But it gives us a few more whiskers, which we're using for builders right now. And then I'm going to actually turn these this way. I'm going to leave one space because we're eventually going to get a path through here. And let's queue those up as well. We'll also set you to a high priority. We want to get them in for the night. Now they're going to need, let's go to, I don't have any planks. Let's just go like that. This way they can walk over that a little bit more safely. Now eventually we'll put plank walkways everywhere because it'll speed them up. Did we get a whisker with the bad? Oh, I don't think we did. I don't think we got one with the bad trait. So I'm also going to queue up another mining camp. You're going to get done before we get to the night. It's going to be really close. You're not. You're not. I don't think you are either. So now we have 8 unhoused whiskers because we accepted a few more of them in. Two, and then you'll go here. We have to fill that in, which we don't have the ability to fill that in yet. Oh, it did get finished. Nice. You are not going to get finished, but that gets, I think this holds 2, or does it only hold 1? So we got to add bedding and furniture for the luxuries, but I think it only holds 1. I think the stone houses may hold 2. Basic 1 whisker. Stone. I think the stone shelter, slip shock rock shelter that barely qualifies as a house. Oh, okay, so that, alright, so the log cabin is better than the stone shack. Okay. Alright, so they are in their nightly routine, so let's get through the night. They're going to eat and socialize. If we had a bathhouse, they would bathe. Then they will sleep the night. Alright, so, okay, good. So we got 54 to 88. So we lost a lot because they're sleeping outside. But we've got a bunch more houses queued up. So it's going to want us to accept the pirate's quest, but this quest is complete, so we will turn that one in. Alright, so I'm going to get at least one in here, and I don't have a miner. But we are going to queue up some stone to be cut. Alright, supply ship. Again, it's going to increase our taxes. So if we take this one, we're going to get a new debt of 46. If we take this one, it's going to give us more. It's going to give us planks, but it's going to increase our tax debt, and we're quite not there yet. All right, so we've got to get, I'm going to put a second housing cluster in, I think, over here. I don't like separating them, but because it's going to make it a little bit harder the first winter. I want to get, if we get this filled in, then we can get 2 more houses in here, and then we can start filling this in a little bit more. But we're not quite there yet. Now we got to start thinking about farming. So a farm. Let's get you here. Yes, but let's get a path there and a path there. And then once we get the farm going, we're going to have to probably reassign some whiskers. Now, did we have an apprentice? We have a gifted teacher. We got 2 gifted teachers. That is amazing. but we have no apprentice. We need an apprentice to make planks. Now we get the school going, but we need planks for the school. Again, we're going to start cutting some of this out. We could probably cut some of this out. We can cut, we can fill this in, and we can start filling in some more over here. But it'll be two separate buildings because they're spread pretty far apart. Alright, so let's queue up. Let's rotate you. I need one space between you guys. Okay, just made it in there. Can I build? We can, so they can walk over there. Cool, so we only have 2 unhoused whiskers. Alright, is our farm completed? So let's throw it on pause for a minute. Oh no, you're not complete yet. You need oh, don't have enough planks. Crap. We can't make any more unless we, oh no, we had some planks. We had some planks in storage. We can't build anything else. We can't, it means I can't build a sawmill. Crap, I should have built a sawmill first. So now we're going to have to come up with some more planks. Yeah, I messed up. Factory. The sawmill, we need, oh no, just logs and machinery parts. But we need an apprentice, but I want to get it pre-built. Alright, so we're in the whisker time now because it is that time of the day. So let's go up to 3 speed. So let's end the day. Oh, nice. So we got max amount of approvals. And let's take it down to 1 speed. We still have 2 unhoused, but we got 2 houses going up. Did our garden finish? No, because we're still waiting on planks. You guys are, we can move you once these trees are depleted. But let's at least start building the sawmill. Do I want it here? Let's put it there. Yeah, I don't think we have the, well, maybe. Are you bringing planks up? If you did, that's the last planks we have. Oh, nice. A whisker ship has arrived. See how lucky we get. Though I will consider it educated but rude, weak knees. So we got 3 bad ones. I'm going to take my 1 reroll. Compassionate optimist, educated perfectionist, strong shoulders. Oh man, I like all of these. Okay, I'm taking them all. Now it's going to put us at 7 unhoused now, but it's going to give us a lot more whiskers to keep doing things with. So what I want to build, let's throw it on pause for a minute. Okay, because I have to find it. Earthworks. Oh, we need cut stone and planks. We don't have either. So I can't start filling in the ground yet. Since we're over here mining stone, we need a stone cutter. You need planks. Crap. We've got to get this sawmill up and running. But I don't think we have any apprentices. We don't. So we still have no apprentice. So we're going to have to take a supply ship that has planks and then pray we have enough money to pay our taxes with. Now we could start a housing block up here. Again, I really don't want to spread them out too far. I want to get 2 here, but I can't fill this in yet. So let's put one here. 1 there. Ooh, I like that. 1 there and 1 there. Get those queued up. Alright, so let's throw it on pause. Farm tool. Nice fertile land up here. Oh my goodness. Let's drag the same farmland. Can I drag the same farmland down here? No, you're new. Oh, I can't extend that. I can extend that field over here. Hang on. I want to extend this. There we go. I want to extend that one. Now we'll start actually. Alright, and we'll start a new set of fields down here. Why can't I extend you? Okay, for some reason it won't let me extend that one. Can I extend you down here? No, you're going to be a new field. That's a bit weird. What's your range? Okay, so I can go down here yet. And then we can go up here. That's all within your range it is. Now, this field we're going to go berries. This field, let's go flax. So, did I choose flax? I did. Chose berries there. Let's go berries there. And let's go berries there. Do I have any that aren't assigned? Yes. I do. We assigned berries there. Okay, so I think they're all assigned. Do we have any gardeners? Yes, we do. No. I'm thinking we throw another one like right in here. And we make it all trees. So let's start planning ahead a little bit. F to raise and F to raise. Hang on. Oh, you're the wrong way. Now, okay, you're too high now. V. X. No, hang on. Why did you not? Do I not have... Oh, we're out of logs. Don't have an apprentice. Oh, we do have an apprentice. I'm going to throw you in there. You can start making us planks. We need a second woodcutter, but I want to get one up here. The problem is I need to bridge my way up there. We don't have a lot of logs right now. Oh, not what I wanted. How do I get out of that mode? How do I get out? Oh, Z. Whew. I hit the wrong button. How do I raise? F. And oh, not enough logs. I need 2 logs. Ah, crap. So let's go 3 speed, we'll get through the night. We still have 5 unhoused. That's where all of our logs are going. So we're going to have 5, so our approval's not going to be the greatest. They're like, oh man, we don't have a house, we got to sleep on the ground. They're all not happy about it. Let's get to the next day. Alright, only 46 out of 128 because there's so many sleeping on the ground. So back to 1 speed. Now, we need freaking logs, because I can't build steps up here to get another forester going. Now we can move this one once these trees run out, but I want to get a second one going up here. We could put one up here because they can get up here. It's just going to be no, they can't, because I want to build it up here. So either way, I need at least one more set of stairs. And I don't have any logs. And we didn't grow any flax, so we're going to want to get another garden in as soon as we can as well. Supply ship has arrived. I'm thinking about taking this one. It's going to cause our debt to go up by 116, but it's going to give us logs and planks. So let me throw it on pause a minute, because I'm going to use some of them. So to raise this, we need to go F. I want to go here, and then X is going to bring us down. So that gets us up to that level. Gets us up to this level, which gets us up to this level, which gets us to this level, and then this. Oh, you're not right. Wait, hold on. Oh, I can't get. Oh, crap. Oh, there we go. I just didn't have it back far enough. So now up here, I can throw a forester, but then we're going to have to go up 2 more levels, which is fine. But I also want to garden up here to grow. We're going to need a garden for flax, or we're going to need a garden for trees. You know what I'm going to do? I think I'm going to wait and just move our woodcutter up there once these trees here are gone. And we'll move our woodcutter up there. Which means, do I get another garden in? So where is, okay, that doesn't, why did you not show my high, yeah, there you go. That's how I show my high fertility soil. So we're going to have to do a multi-tiered garden over here. Which I'm going to have to get steps going to all these levels. Let's get them in while we have some logs. Oh, not enough resources. Already out of logs. Okay. But we have some planks. Now, we can do 2 things with our planks. Let's throw it on pause. We can do a fishing dock, but it takes only logs. We can do a weaver, which we're not growing flax yet. Did we get the stone cutter in? You need planks. You need 20. So I'm thinking the stone cutter. What does the school need? A bathing dock needs planks. There we go. The school needs 34 planks. Research lab needs cut stone. That's why we got to get the stone cutter in. Okay, we won't need that until the winter. I would like to get a fishing dock. So do we use the bathing house? So do we use that for the? Do we use our planks for the bathing house? Or do we, no, we need the stone cutter. So we never got the stone cutter, and we got the sawmill in. You're a wood cutter. You're a mining camp. Yeah, we never got the stone cutter in. So you know what? I'm going to do the stone cutter, I think. Since we're going to be finished with the trees here, let's throw the stone cutter in here. Yeah, we got 3 machinery. All right. When we get through this day, I'm going to call this episode. And we got to get more farming in. Which, once these trees are out of here, it's going to free up some more area here. We can do, you know what? I don't want you there. Because there's a little bit of fertile soil there. Will you fit? Over here? No, you're not going to play nice there. I could sort of put you here. You won't take up a lot of fertile soil. Yeah, let me stick you there. May move this guy. Oh, I don't know if I can. I thought you can move every building. I guess I cannot move the sawmill. We are going to need, well, we can still keep cutting trees off of our existing islands. It's going to get a little bit harder and harder. Ooh. But one thing up here, most of this is all fertile soil, which is really good. Definitely going to get another farm going. Now, going to need a set of stairs. Placement blocked. Oh, because it's blocked by a crap. Well, we can do this. Crap, I can't. I pause for a minute. Oh, come on. How do I get rid of? How do I get rid of a farm plot? I don't think I can. Yeah. Or maybe I can. No, I can't. Crap. So how do I get rid of a farm plot? No, right click doesn't do anything. Can I remove shift? Nope. I don't know how to get rid of that. So I can't get them down to this level if I put another farmhouse here. I can once they clear some of those trees. Let's move you here. That'll allow you to get rid of these trees a little bit easier. Then I'll move you up here. And I got to figure out how to get another farm in here. may put the farm all the way up here. It's going to be a lot more bridge work. Ooh, I like that. Alright, it's not pretty, but it'll work. Alright, we get through this night where I'm going to throw it on pause and we'll get out of this episode. Now, we only have one unhoused whisker, which is awesome. So that means we got to cube a couple more houses. And since there's not a lot of high fertility soil down here, I think we're going to move the sawmill if it'll let me move it, and we can start queuing up some houses over here. I think I can move the sawmill. Oh, I can't move the sawmill. Crap. Why can I move other ones but not move the sawmill? That's all right. We'll build houses around it. All right, so let's end this day. Oh, nice, full approvals. So we got terrible clothing, so we need to start working on clothing. We got to get a cafe in. We have to get them bathed, and we got to get them housed. But I'm going to throw it on pause, and I'm going to call it here. I am Old Man 102. Please smash that like and subscribe on your way out, and have an awesome day.